I remember that I struggled with my accent when I first started working.
Here?
Yes, here. It's sad. And for us international, we have a lot more work in having to advocate for ourselves. And you have to do that a lot more.
So you have a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge. What happened when you were looking for a job? That's what I'm trying to
Exactly, and that's exactly what I was asking. So you'll be asking, have I been telling people the wrong things?
Yeah.
Why is it not working in my life?
So despite looking for a job for a long time, you got one that you didn't go for.
Yeah. Yes, actually. Yeah, and that's a good point to highlight. And again, it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. And I was like, Arizona feels so far.
So what would you say to somebody right now who may be going through that phase? How would you encourage the person? I know your coping strategy was more faith for you.
Yes.
What would you say to somebody right now who's like looking, who just want to go for anything?
Anything. I know it's hard to know your worth in this season. Still know your worth. Of course, know it with an understanding that, okay.
With sense.
Yeah, exactly, with sense. Again, the reason I didn't go for that, like there were so many reasons I didn't go for that.
Okay.
One. But know your worth, but also know how to advocate for yourself.
Right.
It's sad. And for us international, we have a lot more work in having to advocate for ourselves. And you have to do that a lot more. One of the things that I always say now is I hate the word unfortunately because of job search.
Yeah.
So I want to say that don't internalize rejection because I did that and I'm glad I got out of that. For me, it was just bad.
Yeah.
For you to don't internalize rejections. It feels very bad that everybody say, unfortunately, we've moved on. Don't internalize rejection and go again. I want to say I promise, but I don't know your situation, but I can say that the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
As a career coach, we tell our students, for every no you get, you're closer to a yes. And for the jobs that didn't work, you'll be thankful that maybe they didn't work.
Right.
Because for that other job that I did not get, right?
I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have met you.
I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Like, I know that for a certain fact. And so for me, faith helped me. And honestly, if you're a believer, hold on to that. If you're not a believer, hold on to whatever keeps you going. And keep applying. Network. I'm saying this. I said I network, but I don't think I did it as aggressively as I should have done. Because honestly, just give your all. Like, what will happen? Like, literally, just do it. So network aggressively. There are other career coaching tips I can share, but I just wanted to mention
you can hook up with her to talk about
exactly. But
So let's talk a little bit about internalizing rejection. I don't know if there is more you want to talk about how it felt, how you helped yourself, because a lot of us are going through places, times that we're internalizing failure. Like maybe you were the star student. We hear news about international students who kill themselves because they didn't get a job. They've done so well on campus. Okay, so let's talk about the internalizing rejection. Because I feel like we're in an environment where this can be really common. People can fail for the first time and they're like, is this me? And they just doubt so many things. It leads to suicide sometimes. We have, unfortunately, record of some students, and not just international, but mostly international, who are trying to navigate a new environment and they're just inundated with failures, with rejections, and they're like, no, this is not me. And I have to just say face, and it's just death. So how was that for you?
So my research is on immigrant administrators and immigrant senior administrators to see how they got into it, or the struggles, the challenges. And some of the things you would actually hear is the things that they've had to navigate with systemic discrimination and things like that, and navigating those challenges and those rejections, or what seems like rejection, or you're the main thing where you're coming from, and then here you're like
something.
And so one of the stories I have is how that there was a time I was speaking to a campus partner, and my other colleague was there, and I was saying the exact same thing, and the man was just like, I just cannot hear you. I cannot understand what you're saying.
Sorry.
My accent.
Really? Here on this campus?
Yes. But he's an older person, so yeah, maybe he just couldn't hear me.
I mean, you've hosted events. That's...
Anyway, so he said that that poked something in me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and it was on Zoom. So there was also that. So it could be technical. And I asked my colleague, can you hear me? She said, yes. But
was the colleague on the call?
Yeah, my colleague was also on the call. She was like, yeah, maybe you should just slow down or whatever. I was like, okay, I'm going to slow down. And I did. And I think it started hearing me, or you could just see that disgrunt. Yeah. And the people that have interviewed the pilot study, they've had similar experience. Or one was like, yeah, they look at the many people in the room and they don't think, oh, you're the boss. So they talk to someone else first. And then the person says, oh, actually, you need to talk to them. Yeah. You know, anyway, so those are some rejections that makes you have imposter syndrome, that makes you just doubt that, oh, do I belong here? I remember that I struggled with my accent when I first started working.
Here?
Yes, here.
Really?
Yes. I struggled with my accent. I struggled with owning that. And I struggled with, I wasn't really thinking about it until that experience happened with that person. Yeah. And I was like, oh, really? So people cannot hear me? Oh, wow. Why is my accent different? Until so what I think that helped me was, one, I had to pull myself back up and say, girl, you're meant to be here. You were hired for a reason. Like, they heard your accent. They heard your accent when they were hiring you, when you went through your interview. Like, you deserve to be here. And we all have accents.
We do.
Mine is just different. And common global citizenship requires that you listen and intentionally want to hear what the other person is saying.
Of course, work on your accent to be able that people can hear you, enunciate clearly, but don't try to change yourself.
Yes, exactly. So that was something that's like, okay, I'm going to intentionally pronounce more clearly than I have been, slow down, but I know that I'm not different, I'm not odd, I'm not a failure because of my accent.
How many days or weeks did that sit with you before you had to like pull out?
Myself.
And did it affect your work at the career center?
I don't think so. Also, like we said, like,
just move on.
Exactly. Like, oh my God. Oh my! I get to.
Just find good Gary and moi and sugar.
So it wasn't something I was dwelling. It was something that would come up a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm still dealing with this. So I don't know if it was weeks or months. I wasn't calculating. I wasn't intentionally tracing, but I knew that I got to a point that I'm like, yes, I deserve to be in the room. And so something I talk about a lot is Clifton strengths.
Yeah.
I'm a big Clifton strength person. And I realized that when I did my Clifton strengths, I saw that I had more examples at work, at home, in my personal life than in my professional life.
And that's like role models?
Like examples of how my Clifton strengths were showing up. I had more personal life examples than professional. And it was because I wasn't comfortable in my professional environment yet.
How did you know? How did you come to...
So again, as I was doing the Clifton strength and I saw that, my examples were... I'm a coach, right? So like I can tell, like there's that self-awareness to an extent that, I see this happening here, this is not happening here. Why? Your personal life, you feel more at ease. You feel more at peace, not trying to. And so that's one of the reasons I really talk about that performing, which we didn't talk about. My God. But yes, anyway, that performing thing, I had to remind myself that, no, you're going to bring Bukky to work. And now everybody knows my Clifton strengths. Like my colleagues know, Bukky. Yeah. Like communication would show. My top Clifton strength is communication.
Of course.
I'd be surprised. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, there was that rejection, and it's also another rejection that I had to battle with all of my life. And
all of your life?
So to a certain point, it started around college. And then it was when I did my master's that I think I got out of it.
Wow.
And then when they asked me about my accent, it came back again. And I will explain that.
Oh, yeah.
It was that, so I look very young,
Yeah.
right?
You do.
I look young, and I'm always in spaces where I'm the youngest. So I look like, apart from, it's not even my age, I'm not talking about my age, but like even facially, right? So I mean,
Even among your students, now you can blend in very easily.
I still get that. Oh, what are you studying?
No, I am their coach.
Exactly. Like I wear my name tag, assistant director. But anyway, so I look young, right? And so I've been in spaces where I've been looked down on a lot of times just because you look so young, and you're in spaces where it feels like you shouldn't be. Like being in, like if my first year, like freshman year in college, 100 level that we call in Nigeria, you looked at me like, who's this baby that is here?
Where's your mother?
Yeah, exactly. So I
Your
had this
mother.
experience. Exactly.
Yeah. Someone told you that.
Exactly. So not at school. When I went to write the exams you write before getting into school, I went to write one of it, and literally the man said it in Yoruba.
That means, who is this kid?
Why is this child here?
And you went to write the exam.
I went to write an exam.
How did you feel?
Exactly how did I feel? I had low self-esteem. Like I struggled with that for so long because I had to like put up an appearance in spaces where it felt like I wasn't welcome just because I look so young. I'm sorry that I'm smart enough to be here.
Right.
I'm not gonna be proud about that.
I'm not trying to take your space. Like, let me just do my thing and go.
But there are many times I've been looked down on just because of being so young in a space. So that's a rejection I've had to deal with many times. And I still experience some cases where, again, maybe somebody will look, oh, student. And no, I have 6 years of working experience. Again, I'm not bragging.
Yes.
But it's like knowing the worth and being able to
advocate
for myself to know that, okay, no, I deserve to be here. And don't look at people differently just because they look so young and it's not the standard, right? We must be open to things that are not the standard. Again, I worked my way to be here. All glory to God. But it was something that, so I've dealt with those rejection. And I'll be better. And how would I be better is again, reminding myself. That's why I said Bukky Abdul evolved when my faith became more solid. Because I could ground myself in my identity in God, that God is not looking at me that you're so young to be here. Right? Right? And but it's like, oh no, you deserve to be here. I've made you like this. I've made you special. Like I'm thankful for the privilege, for the opportunities that have gotten me to where I am today. And so I've dealt with that for so long. And again, like I said, it got better. And then when someone asked me about my accent, it just came back again. I was like, oh my gosh, again, there's one more thing. And being a career coach and coaching students, being in a student environment didn't help immediately too, because it's like you are still seen as a student, even though you're now an employee, right? And a worker. And I'm not trying to lord that over anybody, but I just want to be seen as that and not a student, because that's what and that's honestly why I say I'm doing PhD on the side. Yeah. Right.
So you don't look like I'm a PhD student. No, I'm staff.
I'm staff. And again, I think learning to separate that from lauding your role over people to understanding who you are and being able to say who you are. I think for us, maybe Africans, Nigerians, I don't know, I feel like there's a mix somewhere where it's like you being able to say who you are sounds like arrogance.
Yes.
Sounds like if somebody should say,
you're not supposed to blow your trumpet.
Yes. If somebody should say, oh my gosh, you're doing amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's not me.
Sorry. It's not, I just mistakenly fell into it.
No.
You're doing amazing. Thank you so much. I did that. Or I'm very thankful for that experience.
God gave me the
like my colleagues know me now there. And or somebody says you look good. I'm like, thank you, I know.
I know, yeah.
But anyway, so how do you handle rejection is, again, not internalizing, being able to separate what people say and who you are. That identity, I really think a lot of people are going through that.
Yeah.
And you would struggle a lot if there's so many things that people say and you use that, like you hold that tightly. Like an example is, a lot of times I'd never want to carry backpack to work.
Because of that.
Because I don't want to look like a student, so I have my handbag. But I've got to the point where I don't care. I actually carry my backpack now. In fact, somebody was laughing at me yesterday, like, this your backpack looks like a nursing mother's backpack because it's just like big and I just have throw so many things in there.
Yeah.
But it's like, no matter what you call me, and this example somebody gave and I use it a lot, $100 bill, no matter how many times you rumple the $100 bill, it will still be $100 and it will still have the same value. So it's like, I know my value and I don't give you the reaction that you're looking for by talking down on my value. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm really, really sorry. But I know who I am. I know who God has made me to be. And I'm thankful to be in that. And I will use that to help others. So one thing I really help people to see is that confidence.
Right.
That you can walk into a room and raise your head up high because you are meant to be there. You deserve to be in the room that you are right now. You deserve to take the table and take the chair and sit by the table. If there's no chair for you, take your chair and sit there. It's something
you sit on the table?
I don't know about that. But anyway, so that's it's true that I don't think I've shared publicly.
Exclusive. On academic journey.
Oh my gosh.
I do have a question to follow up on this. So I think you actually already touched on that. Do you think at some point in your life you were overcompensating for that gap? Like, I'm going to do more. They must see me. I'm going to avoid backpack. What was that like? And how did you feel?
I think in college, I did that, a lot of that, like overcompensate, like trying to show up, trying to like wear the big girl pants, trying to be who I wasn't.
Make up for what you didn't have.
And I did that. I'm trying to remember specific examples, but there was a lot of time that I did that. Oh, but something else that I used to do for a different reason, I still do it, but now it's for a different reason.
Okay.
So that part of that overcompensation is I dress up nice.
Yeah, you do dress up nice.
Yeah, so it started as I don't want to come into a room. Yes.
Right.
So it started like a front, a mechanism that, if you see me the way I'm dressed, you pay attention. Right? Yeah. You pay attention, not just look at, she's young or whatever. It started as that, but now I'm like, bruh, pays to look good, man.
It does.
And if you can look good, why not? Go for it. And so it's become part of my brand, right? That my colleagues at work or in school and things like, oh my gosh, you look good. Yeah, thank you. Like, did you get like, one of my colleagues said, do you ever dress?
just want to, unwind. Is this how you sleep?
I said, actually, I promise you I do. But like, if I'm going out, yes, I know that I'm going out. It's like the way you dress is the way you be addressed. Yeah. But again, I can say, and I'm saying this, I think, for the first time, like it started from a coping mechanism, but now it's become something that, I really love doing. I really love looking good and I really love showing up. And if you're building a brand, so when I talk about personal branding, when I teach about it, one thing I say is that people already have an opinion of you, whether you like it or not.
Right.
So how can you curate it? So personal branding is curating the image that people see of you. So
I didn't see that coming. I thought you were going to say that. Can you ignore? And
you know that whenever you see Bukky, she would show up
this way.
You can count on me to be dependable.
What if the image they have about you is not good?
That's exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that people already have an opinion, whether you like it or not. So curating is like selecting or like making, these are the artworks I want to put here. These are the things I want to put. You already think I'm lazy. I'm going to remind you that, okay, I'm actually not lazy. So I'm going to show you what it means to be hardworking. That's what I mean by curating. Okay. It's like showing off what you want to be seen, right? And again, we must remember that it's not performance.
You must like it.
Exactly. You must, if not, you'll be tired because it then feels like another deception, another lie, just so that you can be accepted.
As we move on, I will ask that you continue to engage. And I have one quick request. Please, do not just watch the videos, like, comment, and subscribe. What is the most significant change you've seen in yourself? If you look at the girl that was told, where's your parents? Why are you here?